Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here. Just gonna give my final thoughts on the Volunteer Commando Mark 45 before I go ahead and sell it. Basically, it was a pretty fun gun to shoot, and I think it makes a very nice gun for anybody who just wants a good 45 ACP carbine. It's a nice short length, 16-inch barrel, double pistol grips if you're into that sort of thing. I'm not so much into that, but it's the idea is kind of growing on me for like these old Tommy guns and that. Don't like that the charging handle's over here, but ergonomically I guess it's better than having it over here or up here. So some people might like that. I don't like it. I just think it's non-traditional. Had very little recoil. Don't really like the trigger. And let's see. It's a very heavy trigger. Now, I'm not the type of person that complains about triggers. In my opinion, every firearm has a different trigger. You just got to get used to it. I can't stand people who complain about, oh, this trigger is just, it's a little too heavy or it's a little too light for my taste. I just get tired of hearing that from people. I just think that's an excuse to bash on a gun. Now, it is a pretty heavy trigger, but that's not really the reason I don't like it. I don't like it because it's not a traditional looking trigger. It just looks like a piece of metal that's in here. And it like I said, it is a pretty heavy trigger. I mean, I guess it's not that heavy. I've felt heavier triggers, I'll put it that way. But most of the reason I don't like the trigger is because it looks like this instead of just a traditional, Thompson trigger. I like that it uses the original Thompson stick magazines. If you've watched my video on how to take these apart, you know that this is the original magazine, and that this particular one just really, really sucks. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but I don't know why they made it the way that they made it. All the other magazines that came with this gun are just regular Tommy gun magazines, and they all work just fine. They all fit 30 rounds, whereas this one only fits 28 for some unknown reason. They're just better magazines than this one, and this is the one that I'm going to sell with the gun, because why would I want to keep this magazine? Now, I will tell the new owner, the person that's going to buy this gun, that they might want to go ahead and buy another magazine, because this one sucks. Although I'm not going to mention the fact that I do have 5 extra magazines that I'm keeping. Why would you, release that information, I do like the look of it. The only reason, probably the biggest reason I don't like this gun is because of this lower part of the receiver right here, with the actual mag well, the only half wood pistol grip, and it's just cheap metal, or it might even just be plastic. I don't know. I don't like the safety on it. First of all, I don't like the fact that there's nothing red to signify safety and fire. You just kind of have to know that, if it's more in the middle, that it's on safe, and if it's pushed out, it's on fire. I do like the stock on it. It's a very nice wood stock. It's a Thompson stock as far as I know. It's missing the sling swivel, but honestly, if you want to put a sling on it, there's not even a front sling swivel. So, you know, even if it had a sling swivel on it, it'd be pretty useless. Anyway, I don't really think there's much more I have to say about this. I do like the sights, the ghost ring sights. I like that it has a fake compensator on it. It did shoot pretty good. It only had one malfunction. Well, I guess kind of two. The bolt held open partially on the last round, which it's not supposed to do on this gun. But it did, and I think it's mostly to do with this magazine. But there was only one malfunction, and basically it was probably due to the fact that the gun is dirty, or it was dirty. I cleaned it afterwards. It just basically, the brass kind of got stuck in the bolt as it was being ejected. Not a big deal, but out of 28 rounds, that's the only real malfunction I had. And not the most accurate gun. These sights are not adjustable, and I don't think the Tommy gun magazine or the Tommy gun sights are adjustable either. Well, I guess it might just depend on which one you get. But I do like the sights, but it wasn't the most accurate gun that I've shot. But it was still a fun gun. Anyway, I did consider keeping this, especially with all this crap going on in Ferguson, just as a well, not a secondary gun, but like just another gun that I could protect my home with in case those riots ever came up this way. But I only have 22 rounds left, and I don't really feel like going out and buying more 45 ACP. Since I'm not old enough, I have to go take an adult with me, you know, an adult, somebody over 21, to go with me and buy ammunition, and it's a hassle, and I just don't feel like doing that. So I am going to sell it, hopefully for $500 or the best offer that I can get. But yeah, definitely going to sell it, definitely keeping the 5 extra magazines for it. But anyway, it's a good gun, but it's just not for me. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.